And what's good, everyone? Welcome back in here to Trivia Night once again for college basketball Trivia Night tonight, NBA Trivia Night tomorrow night here, everybody. Thanks so much all for stopping by. We'll go up to the top of the chat here for everyone. Hey, welcome in Woody here. He watches NBA only, so I expect that Woody will be here tomorrow night for the NBA Trivia Night. Hey, welcome in here, Vegas Vix man, Vaughn. What is good, Goody? Putting out MJ 2 for 2 leading teams to the championship. Yup, indeed. MJ, absolute GOAT here of the NBA. Hey, welcome in here, Reese. Thanks so much, bud, for stopping by. Dakota, welcome in here, man. Am I going to stream the Bristol race on Sunday? Unfortunately, I can't this Sunday because I have a Zoom conference at night, but I'm probably going to do the races after that. Probably like 3 other Sunday races after that. I will probably do most likely. Think we're going away the following week, but we should be back hopefully in time to do that Sunday race. But yeah, so I hopefully plan to do not this Bristol one, but the following next 3 Sundays after that. I think I'll land on Fox there. Hey, welcome in here, Alex, bud. Thanks so much, man, for stopping by, putting out Luka Garza update here. Unsure if he'll stay in the NBA draft or return to Iowa because of unknown. What do I think is gonna happen? Alex pointing out that he's scared. Yeah, I think he's gonna come back to Iowa. Cause it all depends. Cause I was reading that article right before I went live. It all depends on like the NBA draft workouts because he wants to see like where he's at and stuff. But I feel like he's gonna come back to Iowa once again. So that's where I feel with him. If he does, they will be pretty much like a deep team to go really far for this 2021 NCAA tournament. I know, very sad. It's just unfortunate what's been going on the past few days. It's just really sad. Everything's going on. Crazy world we are living in, everybody. Let's stay positive here. So yeah, Bristol, Pocono, Talladega, the next 3. Pocono's later. I'll get up the schedule. Homestead, Miami's in there. I think that's the one. Yeah, Atlanta. I'll get up the actual schedule though, because I'll let you guys know what I plan on doing for NASCAR. Let's see here what the cup is. Yeah, because Pocono's at the end of June. Pocono's got the doubleheader at the very end of June, 27, 28. All right, let's see. Yep. Atlanta, Homestead, Miami, and Talladega. Those are the 3 there. Martinsville, they put on a Wednesday night, but that's over on Fox Sports 1. I don't get Fox Sports 1 either, because Bristol, they put on Fox Sports 1. They don't even put that one on Fox for some reason this Sunday, so I can't even get it anyway. Same as Martinsville on Wednesday. But, yeah, the ones I do plan on doing is Atlanta on June 7th, June 14th with Homestead, Miami, and then June 21st with Talladega. All those are Sunday, either at 3 or 3:30. So those are the ones I'm going to do. And then Pocono's at the end of the month. So Pocono's got the doubleheader 27, 28 of June. I was thinking about getting tickets to that about like 10 months ago. I was thinking about like getting tickets to that, but yeah, unfortunately with everything that's gone on, I don't even think there's going to be fans for that race. And then in July, take a look at the Cup schedule. What we have so far for July looks like this. Indianapolis is on July 5th, right after the 4th of July, which it's going to be interesting to see if they hold that. Kentucky Speedway on July 11th, and then New Hampshire's on July 19th, which I've got tickets to go to the actual New Hampshire race, so I'm just interested to see if they're going to allow fans to go to that New Hampshire race by the time we get to July 19th. Hopefully so, that we're able to do that. But I wouldn't be shocked if there's like other races that like get like postponed to later dates. Like if that Pocono race gets like postponed to like say like August or so for the Pocono race, and they put in like a race at Texas during that weekend. I wouldn't be shocked for that. So they have to fill in some time here with some of the races too. I think they got a couple postponed races. Let's see if I can track that down to what races were postponed. Texas was one of them. And then I think Richmond was the other one. And then Chicagoland and Sonoma canceled. Hey, welcome in here, Triet. Thanks so much for stopping by, bud. I appreciate it, man. Okay, so Pocono will be holding races without fans for the Cup. So that is what Pocono has released out there. So they're right up next, the week after Talladega on the schedule. Let's see, Texas, Texas, Dover, and Richmond. Those are the 3 tracks that still have to be rescheduled in there. I bet you that Texas is going to go with fans too. So Pocono will go without fans. So that was announced today. Alright, so we're going to get into trivia night here, everyone. If you guys enjoy what I do, don't forget, hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the thumbs up button. Help this out a ton. We'll start off probably in about like 5 to 7 minutes or so from now. We usually start like 15 minutes past the hour. So if you guys want to play trivia, just put in the chat here and then I'll put your names down here on the channel for everyone. Hey, welcome in there, Kevin. Thanks so much, man, for stopping by. I appreciate it, bud. I'm doing well tonight, hanging in there. It's been a crazy week. Hey, welcome in. Bradley's in as well. Thanks so much, man, for stopping by. Alex wishing for Luka Garza to stay Iowa for his senior season if he does. Man, they could be looking at such a deep run next season in the tournament. Oh, actually, yeah, it's not supposed to be up there for everyone. So, yeah, that's not supposed to be up there. But thanks so much for the reminder, man. That is the first question, just a little glimpse at it. But I'll unveil it more in full detail in about, like, 5 minutes or so. Dakota's got his game right now. That's great, man. Yeah, Dakota always has his game when I'm doing, like, these trivia night stuff. So, yeah, we'll start off in a little bit once we get, like, more people in here and stuff. But, yeah, hopefully everybody's doing well here. It's been crazy what's going on recently with everything, but absolutely crazy. Yeah, NBA announcing that they're planning a vote on Thursday. So, this is what their announcement happened to be about, like, not even an hour ago, this news coming out. So, NBA planning on a vote this upcoming Thursday, with owners expected to approve what Adam Silver put out there for a format to start the season off in Walt Disney World to resume that season. That's what the NBA is looking at this. The plan is to bring 22 teams to ESPN's Wide World of Sports out in Orlando, Florida, and Walt Disney World complex. So 22 teams they're looking at for this tournament here. So it would be teams that were six games of the final playoff spots in the conference. That's what one of the sources said there, which would be these teams. So these teams were out of the mix from 17 to 22, but they'd have a chance with a whole new playoff bracket if they did have this proposal out. One of them's for the 22 team plan, one of them's for the 20 team plan. The 22 team has these teams making it into the bracket outside of the top 16. The Pelicans, the Suns, the Trailblazers, the Kings, and then the Spurs, and also the Washington Wizards. So those are the teams. Those 6 teams would make it into the bracket of 22 there. And then bracket for 20, there's also that one, proposal of playing games with a bracket for 20. That would be with the Pelicans, the Trailblazers, the Spurs, and the Kings. So the Wizards would have been left out of that bracket, same as the Suns. So interesting to see what they pass here, if they go with 20 or 22. I'm probably going to say 20 if I had to make a prediction. So I'm going to go 20 because it's just a little far off there with the Washington Wizards that they would make it in over Charlotte, which the Wizards have 1.5 games on Charlotte and then 2.5 on Chicago there. It's tight between those teams. And Phoenix is 1.5 games in front of Washington. And then other than that, it's a closer gap right there where the Pelicans, the Kings, and the Trailblazers are all tied right now at 24.5 games behind the lead currently with Milwaukee, who would be the number 1 seed if this whole tournament started. Goody would like a March Madness type tournament. That would be crazy, man, if they had a March Madness type tournament. The players are disagreeing though about this. Some of the players they say that they need games to kind of get acclimated. They can't go into the playoffs with all 30 teams. That would be crazy. It'd be so unpredictable there if they had 30 teams. What in the world would go on to that? You could have major upsets there because you got to remember that these players haven't played in over 3 months. It's been 80 plus days since they played basketball last before. So, it, like, anything could go. Like it all depends. Like if they jump right into these games without like, well, they're gonna have to do the training facilities and stuff. So like, how much time they do that? Probably like 3-4 weeks at the training facilities, and then they get going. But some of these players are just so rusty, I bet, because they haven't had access to a hoop for over 3 months now. So they're gonna have to get going here once they get back to the training facilities. If not, if they're already back for some of the teams, and some of the states are just opening up. I know my state just opened up training facilities today, so they gave the TD Garden a go now in Boston. So Celtics have the green light as far as getting training going in their facility. Fun, good news here from yesterday. Yes, Serie A coming back. Premier League coming back, Serie A coming back, so good news here that sports is coming back. James Harden, as skinny as Brandon Ingram, Goody is put out. He's excited. He's going to the beach next month. Awesome, man. Stay safe, bud. Make sure not to crowd there at the beaches. If any of you guys are planning on attending protest or anything, just make sure to wear your mask and not to crowd with tons and tons of people there. This is a scary time we're living in. I saw, if you guys live like close to like SpaceX where it's launching tomorrow too, just make sure to socially distance there, because I saw there were pictures from that SpaceX bridge like leading to like where the launching base was going, and it was like people were packed without a mask right on top of that bridge. Crazy stuff going on right now. Kevin putting out his county's going to the green phase next Friday. That's great, man. Yeah, a lot of stuff's opening up. It's awesome. We just started out phase 1 11 days ago, so we're finally into phase 1. We're going to begin phase 2, I think, this upcoming month someplace. Rhode Island's beginning phase 2 on Monday. So that's good. And we're finally opening up restaurants here in Mass very soon. I think like at the beginning of June. And we're going to go into phase 2 very soon. Goody's going to visit family in North Carolina. Great, man. Finally, we're getting our, like, everybody's getting back here for life back. So Kevin's going to North Carolina vacation next month too. That's great, man. Awesome. Yeah, I plan on going up north. We have a summer home up in New Hampshire, so we're going to go probably next week, the first time we open up the summer home in New Hampshire. Usually, sometimes we open it up, like, earlier, but I'm shocked here. Like, at one point, I thought that we wouldn't be opening up the summer house until, like, August. Like it was bad. Like, the amount of cases that we had in Mass here, like, a month ago, it was terrible. It was terrible, and the whole thing has dropped now. We've been under 1,000 now for a solid week, which has been great here. Just everything's basically feeling like it disappeared from the area. Everybody's been doing their part too, which has been awesome. So that's been great. But finally, I live like 15 minutes away from Rhode Island. I haven't entered Rhode Island since I went to the URI game back on March 1st. And there was a huge like state quarantine to go into Rhode Island to like do anything. But finally, they lifted that. They lifted that last week. New Hampshire never had a quarantine thing to begin with. They do have a quarantine for visitors that come in that book hotels, but we're not booking a hotel. We got our own like summer place up there, so it's just a family. So it's not like we're gonna run into people too. So it's always a great time. Let's see here. I'll see what Dakota put out here. Touchdown, Antonio Callaway. Awesome, man. Great start there. Yeah, almost June already. It's crazy how the time just flies by. Man, Monday, starting off June. Alright, we're going to start off trivia night for everyone tonight. I put in the rules in the chat for everyone. 20 questions, once again. First 14 questions are worth 1 point. There's 6 additional bonus questions as well. 3 of those are 2 points with 15, 16, and 17. 18 and 19 are 3 points. And number 20 is the big one, 4 point. Put the answer in the chat. No looking up the answers. And we'll start off here with trivia in a couple of moments here for everyone. And before I do that, I'll go over here. So Kevin's going out Ocean Isle. That's great, man. So down by the water for you guys. That's great. Enjoy your trip for you guys going out to North Carolina. I've actually never been to North Carolina before. Sweden Soccer League, Vaughn's putting out. Plans to start in June, but... Oh, but with fans? Oh, with fans there, he puts out. Wow. So actually with fans in Sweden. And Iowa football signing 3 4-stars today. So Iowa football working that recruitment line today. Okay, so we're going to go over question number 1 here, everyone. So here's number 1. This player won the 2005 National Player of the Year award in college basketball. So it's the same thing as the Naismith National Player of the Year. So just which player won that 2005 National Player of the Year award for college basketball? Just put it in the chat here. Oh, that's great. That's awesome, Kevin, man. Good, he's been to North Carolina about 10 times. Wow. I'd like to go down there someday. Go watch a race someday. Go to the NASCAR museum in Charlotte. Alright, looks like we got a small crew today, but I appreciate you guys playing here. Goody's gonna go play some 2K. No problem, man. Thanks so much for stopping by, bud. Alright, so I'm gonna lock in the answers here for everyone. The answer to this one happened to be indeed Andrew Bogut, so that was the answer there to number 1. Alright, moving on. Question number 2 for everyone. Number 2 is, for the first time and only time in program history, this mid-major team was ranked in the AP Top 25 for 3 weeks in 2018 after beating Villanova in overtime on November 17th of 2018. So we're looking for a mid-major team here. I'll repeat the question again here. For the first time and only time in program history, this mid-major team was ranked in the AP Top 25 poll for 3 weeks in 2018 after beating Villanova in overtime, and the game was on November 17th of 2018. And Villanova had come off a national championship in the 2018 championship in April in the season prior. And I think at the time they were ranked at number 7 in the top 25 poll. Oh, yeah, indeed. Make sure, guys, stay safe, wash your hands, have fun on summer vacation. Yeah, finally, it's getting there, everybody. And the big thing, make sure to wear a mask. That is the big thing. That's why so many cases have gone down in my state. It's because everybody's wearing a mask. Like everyone's wearing a mask, but other places, the stuff's just rising because it's gotten out of control because people aren't following the rules there. They don't have, like, a mask order in some of the states. There was, like, a massive party over the weekend for Memorial Day at the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri, and like, nobody was wearing a mask in the video. And, oof, that is the last thing you need, because the Midwest has been getting, like, a lot of, like, rise right now from the stuff going on. Whereas, like the East Coast, like, everything's dropped. Alright, we have the answers on the board here. Hey, welcome in Harry here. Thanks so much, man, for stopping by. Joins in on the second question. Dakota putting out fumble recovered by his team right now going on in his game. We'll see how that game goes on tonight. Online schoolwork ended. Oh, that's awesome. So Kevin's online schoolwork ended for college. Today was the last day. That's good to hear. That is great. Yeah, school is ending. Finally getting into the summer stuff. Summer sports is supposed to be happening. My state just approved summer sports to start up with baseball practices, I think, in Phase 2. I think Phase 2 in my state is supposed to begin either next week or the following week after that. I think it's around, like, June 8th or so for Phase 2. Alright, we'll lock in the answers here for everyone to question number 2, and that team indeed was Furman there. Furman was ranked for the first time ever back in 2018 after defeating Villanova. Alright, moving on. Question number 3. Here's number 3 here. Who is the current head coach of the TCU Horned Frogs? So number 3, we are looking at the current head coach of the TCU Horned Frogs. So just put his name in the chat. Yeah, Vaughn. I've seen the videos. Man, it is just crazy what's going on. Man. Dude, it's just awful what went down today. Terrible, terrible. The reporter for CNN got arrested. Man, it's just unbelievable. Like, I can't believe, like what's gone on with the world here the past few days. Like, that Target store, like, people just going in there left and right. The Dollar Tree. The AutoZone was set on fire there. Man. Should Lions offer Jadeveon Clowney, but first thing is to resign Kenny Golladay? Yeah, if they can split that in half, kind of. If Jadeveon Clowney wants to, like, take less to play for the Lions and help them out defensively, and if they can get Golladay too at first, I'd say go for it. Dakota putting out his update. He's got a Lion right here in his game. Patrick Mahomes throwing a deep, caught by T.J. Hawkinson for the touchdown, 24-17. As the answer to the head coach here, current head coach of the TCU Horned Frogs, that is indeed Jamie Dixon there. All got it correct. Used to be the former head coach of the Pitt Panthers. So Kevin putting out here, yup, indeed, really good at Pitt. I think when URI played Pitt, it was like a sold out crowd there when URI played against Pitt, and I think they were ranked in the top 5. I remember they were just incredibly good back there. I think around like 2009. They were ranked at number 1 at one point too. Alright, so in the next question here, we're going to go number 4. Hey, welcome in there, Colin, man. Thanks so much for stopping by, bud. So number 4 here, next question. In the 2010 NCAA tournament, number 2 seeded Villanova narrowly escaped away with a victory in overtime. It was against this number 15 seed. So in the 2010 NCAA tournament, 2-seeded Villanova narrowly escaped away with a victory in overtime against this number 15 seed. Dwayne Buchanan signed by Atlanta. Wow. Oof. We have the third most cap space. Would I offer for Clowney? Yeah, I would go for that if you have if right now your team has got the third most available cap space in the NFL, I definitely go after that. Yeah, feel free to ask me the question, Dakota. So he's got an NFL question for me. Alright, we're going to go over here for this answer for everyone. To question number 4, we're looking for the team that Villanova narrowly beat in the 2010 NCAA tournament. Villanova was a 2 seed. This team was a 15 seed. That team was Robert Morris. The game went into overtime. Final score was 73-70, a nail-biter. But Villanova able to get the job done. Moving on, question number 5. Number 5, name the team that goes by the nickname the Antelopes. So the question here, name the team that goes by the nickname the Antelopes. That would be massive if Detroit was able to get Jadeveon Clowney, also get Everson Griffin, and then re-sign Kenny Galladay. That would be just an off-season of everything going right there for Detroit. One Viking player that played high school football in Tennessee. Who is he? Ooh, interesting. I am actually unsure about that. I'm not big into like hometown teams or so. Probably like the weaker thing, but I'll see here. I can get them. I wonder if they have a roster thing. Yep, all the ads, classic ads that show up for Grand Canyon University. Indeed, was the answer there for number 5. It's like an online university with GCU, but that is the team there that the nickname is the Antelopes. So that is the answer there to number 5. Everyone got it correct. Okay, next one, everyone. Question number 6. In the 2011-2012 season, this college basketball player and now current NBA player led the Big Ten Conference in rebounds. So we're looking for the player here. This player in the 2011-2012 season led the Big Ten Conference in rebounds. This player is now currently a player in the NBA. Interesting. Trivia suggestion. That would be a good one, actually. Goodies putting out. What is Steph Curry's career high at Davis? And that would be a great question, man. They played in Florida. Yeah, sure. Feel free to let me know the answer. I thought maybe it could have been Kari Blossom game, but I just saw that he wasn't from Tennessee that he played high school football at. It actually wasn't, but He played at Vanderbilt for college football there for Curry Blossom game. It's not him. So yeah, feel free to give me the answer, Dakota. I'm stumped on this question. Hey, welcome in, Lex here. Thanks so much for stopping by, Lex. Hope all is going well. Yep, Alex would be so happy if the Lions would be able to get Jadeveon Clowney, Everson Griffin, and then resign Kenny Galladay. That would make his day right there. And then he would call it to win the NFC North. Alright, I'm going to lock in everyone's answers here to this question. Question number 6 was what player in the 2011-2012 season, and now he's a current NBA player, led the Big Ten Conference in rebounds per game. And this answer happened to be Draymond Green. So Draymond Green averaged that season 10.4 rebounds per game. Jared Sullinger was right behind him, second in the conference that year in rebounds. Sullinger had, but it was Draymond Green who had the highest amount there for rebounds that season. So he's the answer to number 6. And we'll move on here, number 7. Here's number 7. What is the name of the conference that the Stetson Hatters play in for college basketball? So we're looking at a conference name here. So what is the name of the conference that the Stetson Hatters play in for college basketball? Goody putting it out here. Sometimes if he goes down to North Carolina, we go to Wet and Wild Water Park at High Point. Awesome, dude. That's great. Actually, yeah, Harry goes to High Point University. That's interesting. Man, so he goes to High Point. Harry goes to High Point University. I remember there's a couple people in one of the chats that they're like two regulars on the channel too, and they live like 10 minutes away from each other in Kentucky. It's crazy how we can just connect the world here on these streams. It is awesome. But that sounds like really a good time, man. Wet and Wild Water Park. I'll have to check it out. We don't have that chain around here. We have something called Cocoa Key up in our state, and a couple of other like water parks in our area. The one on Cape Cod is called the Cape Codder. Oh yeah, I got Kevin's answer, by the way, for the last question. So you're all set there, man. Everybody, yeah, I think everyone besides Colin, I think, for number 6 got it correct. Hey, welcome in Astoria. Thanks so much, man, for stopping by. No problem, man. I'll put you add to the list if you like to play here. So we're just going over this question right now, which is trivia question number 7. Number 7 is, what is the name of the conference that the Stetson Hatters play in for college basketball? Oh, Dakota, so Dakota put in the name. I got it now, man. Harrison Smith. So Harrison Smith was the player who plays for the Tennessee Titans, that he played high school football in the state of Tennessee as well. Alright, we got some answers pouring in here. I'll put Lexi's name down as well here, since she put in an answer. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks so much for stopping by and tuning in. I appreciate it, bud. Tomorrow night we're going to do the NBA trivia, so feel free to stop on by for NBA trivia. We'll do that one tomorrow night, 8 Eastern time. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of Southeast around here. Virginia, North Carolina, Alabama. This is great. We got a lot of like Southeast here on the channel. Awesome. So a story is gonna stop by tomorrow. I appreciate it, bud. Sweet Home Alabama. I actually haven't taken a look at the PS5 controller that they have yet, but I'll see that when I have a chance there. Vegas Vic's pointed that out. But the PS5 controller they got out. Crazy how they just keep on advancing all these PlayStations throughout the years. I have the PlayStation 2, and that was the big thing when it got released when I was younger, back in elementary school. Alright, so here we have it. We're going to go over the answer here, number 7. Number 7 was the Atlantic Sun. So the A Sun there. Either answer, that's totally correct, as that is the answer to number 7. Moving on here, question number 8. Number 8 is this one. In 2000, this team from the MAC went to their last NCAA tournament as an 11 seed, but hasn't returned back to the tournament ever since. So we're looking for a team here from the Mid-American Conference, the MAC. So we're looking for a team from the MAC. This team made a tournament appearance to the NCAA tournament back in 2000, but hasn't returned to the NCAA tournament ever since. So in 2000, this team from the MAC went to their last NCAA tournament. They were an 11 seed, but they haven't returned back to the tournament ever since. Oh, that's great, Kevin. Got some classic video games in the PS2. That's as far up as I basically went, though, because I started to get like older. Once the PlayStation 3 came along, I think either in like the 8th grade or the 9th grade by that time, and then after that, I just got a whole lot older, and then I didn't really like have a chance to like play video games that much. But from time to time now, since I'm home, I'm able to break it out from time to time, which is great. Oh, that's awesome. PS5 controller looks sick. That's great. Yep, Bradley out in Kentucky. Definitely have a lot of Kentucky people here in the streams. That's for one thing. With either Louisville or Kentucky, with these streams we got, like, massive streams. Like, the biggest streams from this past season were either, like, Kentucky, Louisville, or Duke. Like, those were the big ones. Or North Carolina, when we had Duke versus UNC. Like, those were, like, the biggest streams. Alright, I think everybody answered here, so I'm going to lock in the answer for everyone. Alright, so we're looking for the answer here in the number 8. This team played in the MAC. They made it to the NCAA tournament back in 2000. They were an 11 seed, but that's the last time they ever played in the March Madness tournament since. And this answer happens to be the Ball State Cardinals. So Ball State was the answer there to number 8. Alright, so next question here for everyone. And then after question number 10, I'll do a scoreboard update. So I'll do these next 2 questions, and then after this one, I'll do a scoreboard update for everyone. So question number 8 is this one. Which team plays their home games at the Moody Coliseum? So we're looking for the college basketball team that plays their home games at the Moody Coliseum. Actually, I don't play Minecraft. I actually, like, never got, like, big into, like, Minecraft and stuff when I was growing up. Alright. Intercepted by Deontay Thompson. Dakota puts me out with the thing. Oof. Big oof for Lex there. She read the question wrong. It's alright. She's got a chance to redeem herself with this question. Alright, we got the answers pouring in here. Yeah, I'm so glad that Chase Elliott got his W here for last night, finally. He got his 7th career win. So he goes back-to-back. He won the Truck Series 2 days prior over Kyle Busch, who finished 2nd. And then yesterday, Kyle Busch went 3 wide, cut a tire down, and he ended up being a lap down in, like, 30th position through like, most of the remaining part of that race there. And Chase Elliott won it, which is huge. That's just massive for Chase. I think he's, like, 3rd in the points now, but it was unfortunate because everything that's going on here. He had the race in the bag on Sunday, the 600 lap one, and just his teammate cut a tire and spun out, and then he went to pit road. He started on the restart with the green white checker in overtime. He started out 11th place. He ended up finishing 2nd. He actually finished 3rd, but Jimmy Johnson finished 2nd, and I guess after the race, Jimmy Johnson failed his post-race inspection, so he was handed last place. So he went from finishing 2nd to 40th, and he only got 1 point for that race. Alright, I'm going to lock in the answer here for everyone. Okay, so here's number 9. The answer was, to the Moody Coliseum there was indeed the SMU Mustangs. So SMU was the answer there in the number 9. Alright, we're going to do number 10 for everyone, and then I'm going to do a scoreboard check here as Lex puts out, don't get her started with SMU. Yep, good old SMU with their football team back in the day. They were the next big thing there until they got the big death penalty, which has just crushed their football team ever since. Their basketball team's been in a couple tournaments, like in the 2010s decade, though. Alright, so next question here. Question number 10, and then I'll do a scoreboard check for you guys right after this one. Yeah, there's 20 questions total here, so even if you came in late, you still have a chance, like, later in the stages here to possibly make a comeback and earn some more points. So here's number 10 for everyone. Alcorn State University is located in which state? So question number 10 is Alcorn State University is located in which state? Yeah, man, Chase Elliott got robbed. He got robbed in the Darlington race on Wednesday. He was in 2nd place. Kyle Busch wrecked him with, like, right before the race ended under red. Yep, he got robbed on Sunday. Should have won that race. He was cruising all the way to the finish. And then, unfortunate that it was William Byron who cut down the tire. Just so unfortunate. Alex Bowman, man, I was watching some of the race yesterday. Alex Bowman was in 2nd place, and he goes up and he slams the wall. Like his car just went, like, trailed off and boom, right into the wall, and he had clear path right in front of him. Kevin Harvick was leading. Bowman was 2nd. He's another one too, just terrible luck, because he's been doing so well lately, and then just he's had bad luck towards the end of these races for Alex Bowman. But yeah, I plan on doing some more NASCAR for you guys. This Sunday I have a Zoom meeting this Sunday, so I can't do any race commentary for you guys this Sunday. But I do plan to do the following 3 Sundays after that. I think it's Atlanta, Homestead, Miami, and then Talladega, which is a big one. Talladega, I'm probably not gonna do like a top 5 for you guys because there's gonna be lead changes all over the place for that race. I'm probably just gonna do like a top 5 for like the stages and for the pit stops and stuff like that. But for these 2 races coming up, Atlanta and Homestead, Miami, the next 2 I plan on doing, I'm gonna do a top 5 like I did the last time because these those tracks are smaller. Those are like a mile and a half. So those are like easier and they get more spread out. Whereas like Talladega, you get a new leader like every single like 15-20 seconds. It's crazy there. What goes on a super speedway. Oof, that's not good for Brazil today, man. They think this whole thing is a myth and it's just sad. Like Bolsonaro's done nothing over there in Brazil to stop this. That is bad. It's really bad in like the poorer communities too. That like people are all crammed in together. Colin putting out he's not a NASCAR fan, but he's learned a lot from my streams and gotten interested in it. Oh, that is great to hear, man. I appreciate it, bud. Yeah, I've been watching NASCAR since like 1999, I think. Like around that time, since I was like 4 years old. Because I was born in 95. But I remember the 2001 Daytona 500. That was like the first one I like remember myself, and I was big into Dale Earnhardt like growing up. It was so sad to see him pass during that race, but man, I just caught on to NASCAR like early 2000s, just hooked me right on. And like the big thing was Dale Jr. coming out and winning the night race in 2001. That's my favorite paint scheme of all time too. Is the 2001 MLB All-Star Game, the red and white pinstripe number 8 Budweiser. It's my favorite paint scheme. Even though throughout the years, Kyle Busch has got the same sponsor as Ken Schrader, but I love what Ken Schrader drove. Like his paint schemes were awesome with the smaller M&Ms and the things he had. Like he had like a green colored M&Ms car that I actually got to collect another one with a red, white, and blue. Kyle Busch doesn't have those. He just has the gigantic M&Ms guys on them. But I loved Ken Schrader's paint scheme so much better than what they're racing today for M&Ms. But we're going to go over this one for you guys right here. Alcorn State University. It's located in which state? Answer was for number 10, Mississippi. So number 10 was Mississippi there. I think there was a conference put down, so we're looking for the state there. I think Harry listed the conference for that one. So I'll go over here the scoreboard for everybody in just a moment. Ooh, jeez. Yeah, stay safe, Lex. Ouch. Her hair just got stuck in the outlet. Jeez. Oh my goodness. That's not good. Oh my goodness. At least your hair wasn't like wet, like you were getting out of the shower. Oof, that would have been bad if you were like getting out of the shower, your hair was wet, and that happened. Oh man, yikes! All right, scoreboard update for everybody. We got some 10 out of 10s here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an 8 and a 3. All right, so we got. 4-way tie for first place. Kevin, Bradley, Vaughn, and Vegas Vix all got a perfect score right now. 10 out of 10 as Vegas Vix's arm is sore too. Oh, hopefully things will get back to it feeling better, man. Hopefully soon. I know what that means. How that feeling is, bud. Though I know how that feeling is. I used to play in a dodgeball league like 2 years ago, and one of the games we were throwing constantly. Like we couldn't get like the players out for the other team, so the game was going on and on. We like usually these games we usually do like a round robin type of thing for dodgeball, like kind of like a best of 7 series or so, and whoever's the first one to 4 wins. So when I played in the dodgeball league, you can win the series 4-3, or you can win the series 4-0. And we won the series that we played 4-3. But instead of the usual like half an hour to 45-minute game, we were going out for dodgeball that day. We had a 2-hour game in the club that I played at for dodgeball, and my arm that day, after that day, it was just so sore, and it didn't get back to usual until like probably like 6 months later. It hurt to throw, and I was doing multiple sports by that time. I was doing like a club softball league too, and it hurt to throw for like a while. Man, it was rough. And I used to play baseball back in high school. I pitched and played second base, and I remember there was times back in high school I was throwing like 200, 300 pitches a game. It was crazy. Like there was one game for rec that I threw like well into the 9th inning before the game finished in an 11-11 tie. Like I remember those days, classic days, and my arm didn't feel sore when I was pitching back in baseball. I threw 9 innings in that game, and I think we were losing that game in the first inning 9-0. My defense for the team just made so many errors, and then after that, we outscored them 11-2, but we ended in 11-11 tie. It was crazy. Do I do card collecting? Yeah, I actually don't do like a lot of baseball card collecting, but we do have like tons of baseball cards here. It was the big thing when my sister was growing up in the 80s. So that was like the really big thing when my sister was growing up throughout the 80s. But when I was born in the 90s, it kind of dropped there with the card collecting stuff. But we have like a ton of baseball cards. We have some basketball cards here. Some hockey cards as well, some NASCAR cards, some NFL cards also. We have quite a bit actually for the NFL. But I'm actually more into like die-cast collecting for NASCAR. That's one of the things that I do. Like if I like when I go up to New Hampshire, sometimes we go into like antique stores on like the road heading back home or so from New Hampshire, and that's where they have like a lot of NASCAR collectibles. So New Hampshire's like a huge racing state. So they get Loudon for New Hampshire Motor Speedway in the state, which is massive. Oh, that's awesome. So Colin's picked that up as a quarantine hobby. That's great, man. Treating him well. That is great. Yeah, no problem, man. I love to answer questions here for everyone. Oh man, I hear you, man. 111 he reaches for his pitch count. Like nowadays they have like a certain amount of pitch count that they have to go off, but this is when I was playing like rec ball, this had to be like 2011 or 2011 or 2010, 2011, like when there was like nobody else to pitch back in the day. They just had me just go super duper deep into games. We went by innings too, so we weren't even like calculating pitch count or anything. It was quite the time. Vegas Vix remembers playing dodgeball in gym class, not looking good, hit in the head. Oof. Hopefully it was the nice foam ball that hit you in the head and not the rubber playground ball that stings when it hits you in the head. Those take quite the punch to it. Okay, so scoreboard update for everyone. Kevin, Bradley, Vaughn, and Vegas Vix are tied with 10 points. Harry's got 8 points, Colin with 5, and Lexi with 3. So that's the score right now. We're going to move on, everyone, to question number 11. Here's number 11 for everybody. This 12 seed upset Providence in the first round of the 2004 NCAA tournament. So what we're looking for here, we're looking for the team that was the number 12 seed that upset the Providence Friars in the first round of the 2004 NCAA tournament. And I remember this game. I think it was the first time I watched Providence play in the March Madness tournament. Everyone was excited. This team was just hyped up on the news that they should have been winning this game. And nope, they couldn't win against this team. And I was shocked. We were all shocked that they lost against this team. I think they had, what was it, Ryan Gomes. Ryan Gomes was on the team, I think, that year for Providence. He played a couple years in the NBA. Oh, man, it was the rubber kind. Oof. Yep, those playground balls. We played with those out in the sand for a beach dodgeball tournament back in 2017, 2018 for the dodgeball league. That was before we switched over to foam. Yeah, I got hit one time by in a dodgeball tournament. It was a 4-on-4. It was with one of my captains to the league too. We had played on the same team, and then for the dodgeball tournament, we had to get split up because the teams are like 15 versus 15. So we had to go 4-on-4 for the beach dodgeball league. So it was just like a beach dodgeball tournament, but man, pegged me right in the head during the beach dodgeball tournament at Narragansett. That was a classic time though. We had a beach dodgeball tournament at Narragansett Beach in Rhode Island. All right, get some answers here coming in here. Score update. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Touchdown Andy Isabella. 41-23 Dakota's putting out. Andy Isabella used to play at UMass. I remember him. I think it had to be my like senior year of high school. He was like the only, of course, he's like the only good player on UMass. Oof, yep, I remember that injury. Kevin Ware, 2013, that was bad. The bench right behind him passed out from that. Man, that was rough. I remember I was a junior in high school, and we were talking about the next day when me and my friends, when we went into sound recording class. Oof, that was the talk of that day. The day after, that was terrible. At that time, that was the worst injury that I've ever seen in sports. At that time. The good thing about it was he came back. He transferred over to Georgia State, but Kevin Ware actually got to play in another tournament. He came back and played with R.J. Hunter, and they upset Baylor. All right, so I'm gonna lock in everyone's answers here. This question. Yep, definitely, Kevin. One of those times that like everything just stops. Like there's like very few moments in life where like times like everything like life just stops, and you just realize it like right there like what happened, and that was the place that we were basically at with that Kevin Ware injury. Man, it's just horrific. Yeah, someone fell off his chair. I remember that because it happened right in front of their bench, and they were pointing to it. I don't know the exact player that fell right off, but somebody fell right off. Oof! Breaking news: Dakota putting out curfew set in Minneapolis. Curfew set in Minneapolis. Yeah, the damage has already been done. They gotta restore the city now. They can't be doing this. Can't be doing this for much longer. Like this damage has been going on. Alright, I'm just going to put out here again for everyone. If you guys haven't answered it, just make sure to answer it. This 12 seed upset Providence in the first round of the 2004 NCAA tournament. So we're looking for the 12 seed to this question here. Upset Providence in the 2004 NCAA tournament. I think everybody's got their answer on. Alright, I'm going to lock it in for everyone. And here we go. So here is number 11 for everyone, and it was the Pacific Tigers out in California. They got the upset there as they were the 12 seed. Defeated Providence as a 5 seed. All right, next question here. Moving on. Number 12. How many national titles has the Indiana Hoosiers won? So number 12 is how many national titles has the Indiana Hoosiers won? Yeah, I saw that when I got up this morning. Precinct 3 is gone, Vaughn. That is just entirely wiped out. And I heard that the person who lit the AutoZone on fire there in Minneapolis was a St. Paul police officer. He was the one who set arson there to the AutoZone. I was taking a look at some of the places. They got them like right in like a strip mall, like next to each other. The Target, I think the Target's recently new. Like it was built like recently, like probably like within the past year or so. The Target. There's the Dollar Tree. And then there was the auto parts store. That's scary. Like anybody living like in Minneapolis right now, that must be really scary. Like my heart goes out to them. Like what's been going on. Like that is scary. If you live in like one of those houses like that you can see the flames like going up, that you're like close to it, and like all you're breathing in, you're not even breathing in like good air. Like all you're breathing in is smoke right now. Like that's terrible. Like, that's bad. Especially, like, I feel bad for, like, I don't know if any homes were involved. I hope not. That they just didn't set fire to other people's homes. But that would be terrible if they did. But I saw some of the people's cars catch on fire. Like, it just turned out to be, like, that bad. Alright, so I'm going to get to this answer for everyone as Dakota got intercepted again. And the answer was that 5 total national titles there for the Indiana Hoosiers. As that is the answer. Everybody got it correct. As Bob Knight, indeed. Harry put it out here. Hall of Fame coach for Indiana. Bob Knight, incredible career coaching the Hoosiers. And yeah, that is right. He also threw a chair during one of the games at Indiana, too. I remember seeing the clip for that with Bob Knight throwing the chair in it. But they won national titles in these years: 1940, 1953, 1976, 1981, and 1987. All right, moving on. Next one, number 13. Here's number 13. This team is the only 4 seed to ever win the NCAA tournament. So, number 13 is, we're looking for just the team name here for this one. You don't need to put the year, but just the team name for this one. So, we're looking for the team that happens to be the only 4 seed to ever win the NCAA tournament. Yep, definitely, man. This is the time where everybody needs to be rallying around each other, and no matter what nation, nationality here that you're from here, everybody gotta rally around each other, because these are just unprecedented times. Like, this did not call in the worst of us right now, and did not call in destruction. That is not what should have been going on. We should be acting professional here with everyone and helping out everyone through these times. Calling for a peaceful way to end that. And unfortunately, it's destroyed. But yeah, indeed. Totally agree with you, my man, Vegas Vix. Hit it right on the button there. Hey, welcome back here, Lex. Thanks so much for stopping by again, and she is back. And Dakota's team got the pick. All right. Dakota's team got the pick there, so he's able to work some points off coming up, hopefully. Hey, thanks so much, Colin, for stopping by. I appreciate it, bud, here. I should be back tomorrow. I plan on doing the NBA trivia night, so I do plan on being back here for NBA trivia night tomorrow. So feel free to stop by if you're around. Let's see here. Get some answers pouring in. Next question will be question number 14 after this. So after number 14 is finished, I'll go over the scoreboard for everyone again. Alright, looks like everybody was able to put their answers down. Alright, I'm going to lock in the answer here for everyone. So we're looking for the only 4 seed to ever win the NCAA tournament. And it was Arizona there back in 1997. So that was the correct answer. So I'll give Lex put out here thinks that it was either Texas Tech or Arizona. I'll give Lex half a point since she put down Arizona's name there. So we'll move on to the next one. Number 14, and then I'll do another scoreboard update for everyone right after 14. Number 14, as we've been speaking about Minnesota for the past couple minutes here. Number 14 happens to do in Minnesota as well. As this one, the question is, what is the arena name that the Minnesota Golden Gophers play their games in? So we're looking for the arena name that the Minnesota Golden Gophers play their games in. Dakota put in his update. Kyler Murray throws to Jalen Hurd. Touchdown. It's good. Kyler Murray is due for a much-needed boost this season. He's now got DeAndre Hopkins. He could be in for a big season this year for Kyler Murray. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's sure interesting. That's great. Lex's uncle, she puts out, coached the Golden Gophers, but it was in football. Wow, that's fantastic. If you'd be interested, feel free to let me know what his name is. You don't have to, but if you're interested, that'd be cool to know your uncle there. That's great. Alright, looks like Dakota's got a good game going on. Puts out the score. So 48-33. Oh, that's great. So her Uncle Jay was a coach there. All right, we're gonna go over here number 14 for everyone, as the answer was indeed Williams Arena. So everybody got it correct, so congratulations there. Everyone got the points. All right, so we're gonna move on to the bonus questions. Before we do, I'll update with the scoreboard. Still with a four-way tie for first place. 14 points, perfect score by Kevin, Bradley, Vaughn, and Vegas Vix. Harry has got 12 out of the 14, and Lex has got 4.5 out of the 13, as she is back with 4.5 out of the 14, as she is back with us once again. All right, so we've gone through the first 14. Now we go to the 2-point questions here inside the bonus. First question here, 2 points, number 15. What was the final score of the 6 overtime game in the 2009 Big East tournament between Syracuse and UConn? Okay, so for this one, we're looking for a two-part answer to it. Just put in the two totals of the score. So just the score totals. I don't need the winning team to it. Just you guys can just put the score totals to it in there. So the highest score and then the lowest score. And then that's what I'm looking for. I don't think I've ever asked a score total before here on trivia, so this is pretty cool. So we're looking for the final score of the game that went into 6 overtimes. It was back in the 2009 Big East tournament, and the game was between Syracuse and UConn. So we're looking for the final score of that game. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's so cool. So he worked as a defensive coordinator from Minnesota. So an assistant coach here, that is fantastic. Wow, that is awesome that your uncle worked with Minnesota. So defensive coordinator, and then it said he was the special teams coordinator from 2011 to 2015. Wow, that is interesting. All right, I think we got everybody's in here. I think we might be waiting for one more answer. Alright, I'm going to lock in the answer here for everyone for this question here. So we're looking for the 2-point question of this one for question number 15. What was that final score between Syracuse and UConn back in the 6 overtime game in the 2009 Big East tournament? And that answer happened to be 127 to 117. So everybody got it correct there. And Syracuse won that game. So that was the final score, 127 to 117. Congrats. Alright, moving on. Next question for everyone. Alright, so number 16. How many points did Carson Edwards score for Purdue in the 2019 Elite 8 versus Virginia? So for this question here, we're looking at the point total. How many points did Carson Edwards score for Purdue in the 2019 Elite 8 versus Virginia? Touchdown, Kiki Kute. Kiki Kute, if he is healthy, he can be a difference maker there for the Houston Texans on the fields. Hey, welcome in, Matty Joe. Thanks so much, bud, for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. Hope all is well. Alright, we got some answers pouring in here. We're just playing some trivia night tonight. Doing college basketball trivia tonight. Tomorrow night, we're doing NBA trivia at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on the channel. This is a 2-point question. We got 20 questions total. This is question number 16. And we're looking for the point total that Carson Edwards scored in that Elite 8 game last year. What an incredible game. And the answer to this one was 42. 42 points by Carson Edwards. Lex puts out that she remembers seeing that game as well. What a game it was there. Wow. Virginia just saved by a miracle. That everything just went their way correctly with Mamadi's shot right at the buzzer. Kihei's pass right before that with the ball tipped into the backcourt, and they took it to overtime and they won. And then even the crazy overtime game against or the crazy close game that they had against Auburn that came down to Kyle Guy's free throws, just completely locked in right there for Kyle Guy, draining all 3 down. Like, what a game. And then the overtime period against Texas Tech as well. What great times we had the season prior, man. Alright, moving on. Question number 17 for everyone. And then I'll do a scoreboard update right after this question for everyone, since we'll be going over to the 3-point questions right after this. Alright, number 17 here. In 2020, there were 4 teams to go winless in conference play. 3 of those teams were Kennesaw State, Evansville, and Chicago State. What was the 4th team to go winless in their conference? So, 2-point question here, the final 2-pointer for number 17. This one, in the year 2020, there were 4 teams to go winless in conference play. 3 of those teams were Kennesaw State, Evansville, and Chicago State. What was the 4th team to go winless in their conference? So, we're looking for the team name here. The team that went winless in their conference, the one that I did not mention on that list. So, the 3 teams that were winless were Kennesaw State, Evansville, and Chicago State. So we're looking for the 4th one. I forget about this team all the time. Dakota's in quite the game he's got going on right now. 39-48, under 10 minutes left into the game. He's got... What a game he's got. It's a lot of points there, bud. Wow. And then, yeah, after this question, I'll do a scoreboard update for everyone. Carson Edwards, absolute fire in that tournament. He had 42 points in not only the game against Virginia, the #1 defense of last year as well, but in the game against Villanova, the defending national champs of 2018, he had a 42-point game in that one also. Rivalry game, Dakota put in now. Oh, that's going to up the stakes there. So, yeah, I'll go over this question again for everyone. It's a little bit small print, so I'll read it again. Question number 17 for this one. In the year 2020, there were 4 teams to go winless in conference play. So we're just looking at the 2020 conference play standings for the teams here. So in the year 2020, there were 4 teams in total to go winless in conference play. So these teams had 0 wins in conference play, and they had every other game losses in the conference. 3 of those teams were Kennesaw State, Evansville, and Chicago State. What was the 4th team to go winless in their conference? So, I mentioned Kennesaw State, Evansville, and Chicago State. There's a team missing there. So, I just listed 3 of the 4. There is a team missing there. So, list that team in the chat. Lex is going to put Boston for this one. Boston may be proud this year. If not for the virus, I would have been going to BU's semifinal game that they had against Bucknell. I was planning on going to that game, and then like the day before, the day before that game, I saw the whole thing where the lacrosse team got sick, and I guess the lacrosse team got sick at Boston University, and they had canceled practice that day, and then like the cases just started to rise, like towards like the Boston metro area in the state of Mass, like right before that day that they had their final home game, the semifinal game. Alright, I'm just going to tally these up for everyone. Wow, you guys are blowing me away today. Wow. It's 10 and a half. Ooh. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Lex. Feel better, Lex. Oh jeez. Jeez. Oh my goodness, get better. Drink some fluids, get some water. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Alright, so we are gonna go over the answer here for everyone. Question number 17, and it was the Citadel. They went 0-18 this past season in their conference, which is the Southern. So that is the answer there to number 17. I'm going to go over here for a scoreboard update for everyone. So it looks like this. So we still got a four-way tie for first place. You guys have been doing awesome once again. Kevin, Bradley, Vaughn, and Vegas Vix all with a perfect score. 20 out of 20 right now for Kevin, Bradley, Vaughn, and Vegas Vix. Still anybody's game. Harry has got an 18 out of 20, so only 2 one-pointers wrong. And then Lex has got a 10.5 right now out of 20, but hopefully she'll be feeling better here. Sending prayers out to Lex. Hopefully she'll be feeling better. Sorry to just hear that. Vaughn puts out here, churches in his state's opening up. Yeah, that is one thing that opened up last week was the churches in my state. President deemed those essential businesses, which Rhode Island didn't open up until, I think, this upcoming week. They're going to open up. But they're opening up 25% capacity there. My state in Mass is opened at 40% capacity. And then some states trying to push for sports fans as well. I think Texas is trying to push for sports fans. All right, here we go. 3 more questions left. We're going to move on. 3-pointer for everyone. Here's question number 18. Here's number 18. All right, so in what year did Fordham last appear in the NCAA tournament? So we're looking for a year here. In what year did Fordham last appear in the NCAA tournament? Yeah, that'd be nice if Vegas Vix can go back to the Emerald Square Mall, Providence Place Mall, if they open up the shopping malls. They did in New Hampshire. The mall in New Hampshire's open up. They opened up New Hampshire shopping malls on May 11th. But yeah, Mass hasn't done that yet. Mass hasn't even opened up restaurants yet. I think it's supposed to be next week for outdoor dining. Rhode Island's on outdoor dining right now. Same as New Hampshire. Maine has got a 14-day quarantine for anybody who books a hotel from out of state. You are required to quarantine for 14 days in the state of Maine if you go to that hotel. It's crazy. Like, all the hotels losing business because of that. I guess the people didn't, like, there was a hotel, I think it was in, like, Wells, Maine. They had booked, like, 90-something guests for their hotel, and, the guests for that hotel didn't want to book at that hotel when they found out about the 14-day policy that they have to quarantine in Maine. So that's just a lot of lost business, and only one person was an out-of-stater that, one person was an in-stater in Maine. That, of course, you don't need to quarantine if you stay at a hotel in the same state. But she's, the governor from Maine still having people come in and they have to quarantine for 14 days. Alright, looks like everybody's got the same answer for this one. We'll see how this one goes. On the 1992s there, 1992 was the year to be alive for NASCAR. You had Alan Kulwicki in the points battle versus Bill Elliott, and Bill Elliott won the final race, and Alan Kulwicki won the NASCAR championship in 1992. And on that final day, I think they still had like 6 drivers on the points total or so during that season. I think Harry Gant in the Skull 33 was one of those drivers. Mark Martin, I think, was in the points race as well. And also Davey Allison was right there, but he crashed out in the last race. I think Ernie Irvan might have been close on too for that. Let's see here before I get to the reveal of this answer. See here, Dakota putting out. Oh, there we go, 4-0. That's an awesome start, man. So his team is 4-0 right now. National Rugby League, Vaughn's putting out, is on tonight. Well, you got something to watch there. Got this Rugby League out. Maybe you'll watch some KBO as well. Alright, answer here in the number 18. That year was 1992. And Fordham was part of the Patriot League in 1992. So now they play for the Atlantic 10, but they were part of the Patriot League back in 1992. They were a 14 seed as well. So that's the answer there in the number 18. We'll get to number 19. After number 19, I'll update everyone with the scoreboard once again. So here we go. Second to last question. Here's number 19. Question number 19. How many appearances has the New Mexico State Aggies made to the NCAA tournament during the last decade? So we're looking for a number here. In the last decade, I mean by 2010 to 2019. So how many NCAA tournament appearances has the New Mexico State Aggies made to the NCAA tournament during the last decade? In that last decade, I mean 2010 to 2019. Oh, let me see here. It's got another thing he put up. Oh, there it is. Touchdown opposing team, 47 to 48 under 5 minutes, and this team is 4-0. Oh man, you're in a quite the game there. Man, looking like a Saturday night college football game with a bunch of hype that lives up to the hype and not a blowout. So we're just looking for a number here. How many times has New Mexico State appeared in the NCAA tournament during the last decade of 2010 to 2019? That's what we're looking for. 2010 to 2019, how many times has New Mexico State appeared in the NCAA tournament? Let's see here. In La Liga, they are playing games at 11 p.m. their time in Spain. Wow, that's late. You're going to have a lot of sleepy players for that game. Dakota's got the football, 4th and goal with 44 seconds left to go. 4th and goal. Make it or break it play coming up. If you don't make it, hopefully you got 3 timeouts left to go in your pocket. So you got to stop them defensively. Lex is going to go with 7 for this one. Yeah, no problem. She's got the 7i there as well. That would be a cool version of something. Maybe like a type of car that gets sold or something, like a 7i. That'd be an interesting maker model of some type of thing that gets to come out. There's a loading circle in the next one. Interesting. Never seen a loading circle in the chat before. That is interesting. Alright, got some answers here coming up. 7, 8. Yeah, this is a big question. It's the first time we've seen like quite a split of answers here, so I'll let you guys let the answers come in here. Oh man, there we go. Dakota puts out, he just got a touchdown. Boom. On the 4th and goal. Looks like his team's going to go 4-0. That is huge. Miles Sanders. Product of Penn State, cashes it in for 6. Lexa puts, if she gets this right being the first person, she might flip because her trivia skills, she doesn't think she's had great trivia skills here, but you've been hanging in there. She missed like quite a bit of questions, but you're actually been hanging in there like quite well for this trivia tonight. All right, so here we go. Question number 19 for everyone. I'll go over a scoreboard update for this one. Here's the big reveal for everybody right here. Here we go. Here's the big reveal. Here we go, and it was 8, so it happened to be the answer to this question was 8 for this one. So Lex was just off by 1. She had 7, it was 8 for this one. So I'm going to see here. It was 2010, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2017, 2018, and 2019. So, yeah, the last time they missed the tournament, the only 2 times were 2011, and the last time was 2016. That was it for New Mexico State, as they have been basically the Kings now the WAC, as they have owned that conference here now. So, yep, Vegas Vic's got it correct. You guys, man, you guys are impressing me here tonight. Let's see here. We got a scoreboard update before the final question for everyone. I'm just going to do. Alright, we got a 3-way tie for first place here. So, 3-way tie between Kevin, Bradley, and Vegas Vic's, all with a perfect score. 26 out of 26 here. So, Kevin, Bradley, Vegas Vic's, perfect 26 out of 26. And then Vaughn has got 23 out of 26. Harry's got 21 out of 26. And then Lex has got 13.5 out of 26. So that's what we got going on here right now. Alright, we got some interesting emojis going on in here. Dakota puts out flag is down. Oof. It's got a flag going down. Got a lot of interesting stuff here. Yep, make sure to put on that hand sanitizer. Wash your hands. 55-47. What a game. 24 seconds left to go. Yep, the big thing, make sure to wash your hands, make sure to wear a mask if you go out in public. As here we go, we're gonna unveil here the final question for everybody on the channel here. So here we go, everyone, big question. Here's the 4-point question. Everybody's still, basically everybody's still right in it, but we have a 3-way tie for first now. Kevin, Bradley, and Vegas Vic's all perfect 26 out of 26. And still in it is Vaughn, as he's got a 23 out of 26 right now. So here we go. Final question. Here's question number 20. I'm going to read it to you guys a couple times. The print is kind of small for this one, quite lengthy. So here we go. Number 20, 4-point question. Here's the big one. Bobby Hurley currently holds the all-time college basketball assist record during his career with Duke from 1990 to 1993. How many career assists did he have all time? So Bobby Hurley currently holds the all-time college basketball assist record during his career with Duke from 1990 to 1993. How many career assists did he have all time? And this is for his college career, so not the NBA. This is his college career for Bobby Hurley. So we're looking at what we want here for the answer is how many career assists did Bobby Hurley have all time playing during his college career for the Duke Blue Devils? He played from 1990 to 1993 for Duke. So we're looking for that total number there of assists that he had throughout his entire career. So that's what we're looking for. This is a big question, biggest one of the night. Unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, 15 yards, tackled on the end of the kickoff. Dakota puts out, well, time's running down anyway in his game. And it's on the offense. At the end of the kickoff. Should be able to hang on to this game and play some defense. The opposing team with the ball at midfield with 15 seconds left to go. They should put a curfew on Hong Kong. Oof, yeah, that's gotten out of control too, and that's been going on for quite a while right now. That has gotten out of control. There's Mr. Sneeze Guy that popped up in my chat that Vegas Vix has got for me. Make sure to cover your sneeze. Don't be the one that goes to your grocery store, sneezes on purpose on the produce, and then has to get tackled by police, because that was back in March. Somebody did that in my state, and that was a major problem. Yeah, tomorrow night, feel free to stop on by for the NBA trivia if you guys would like. This is probably going to be my last week doing trivia here for college and NBA. Next week I'm going to be going up, most likely. I'm going to be going up away to New Hampshire, so I won't be around for the weekend. We don't have any Wi-Fi at the summer house either in New Hampshire. Weather's getting nice out, and we actually don't have like Wi-Fi up there, but I'll see if there's like anything cooking. Definitely gonna post out video content for you guys when we do come back Sunday afternoon. Hopefully I'll be able to cover the NASCAR rates for you guys as well. Next Sunday, that would be the one in Atlanta. I think that's what the 7th. I think it's the 7th. I think it's the 7th of June that day. Sunday. It's a Sunday. But yeah, I'm going to be up in New Hampshire like quite a bit for the weekends. I get out of work usually around like 3 o'clock. We usually head up to New Hampshire around like 3:45, 4 o'clock or so on a Friday night. We're up there for Friday night, and then Saturday night, and then Sunday morning, usually around 10 or 11, we usually head back home. And it's gonna be interesting because there's no traffic. But yeah, I'm probably gonna watch the IndyCar race up in New Hampshire. I probably won't stream it unless I do stay home this upcoming weekend. That's unless I do stay home. I think we're gonna be going up away. We're getting our roof fixed though. But it all depends. If the roofers do show up on the weekend, that will mean that we have to stay home. But it looks like they're probably gonna work on our roof or so during like the weekdays, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't think they're gonna come over on like Saturday or Sunday though. Yeah, should be a good time up there. Always a great time going up to New Hampshire. Alright, gonna lock in the answer here. I appreciate it, Kevin. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by. And yeah, I definitely plan on doing more content. I got like a whole lot of stuff I wanna do. I'm working on something now, like an NBA mock draft. For you guys, I just have to like get like all the info and like the players, put stuff together and stuff like that, and then like have like hopefully there's an idea when this whole like NBA draft actually like takes place. I'm going to be doing another update for the top 25 rankings probably after the NBA draft withdrawal deadline happens, probably in June. A lot of content I'm going to have for you guys. And then we'll probably figure out about like what goes on with the NBA as far as like what their playoff bracket looks like. Probably later in the week, I think around Thursday, they're going to announce it for everyone. So here we go, the big question, the 4-point question for everyone. Oh, man. So, Lex putting out, be fun to get out of our state, but you know what's going on right now with the government. Oh, man. Yeah, some of these states have just really closed it down. Whereas, like, all the states are opening up, but some of these states require you, they're so strict. Rhode Island had that quarantine. They had that 14-day quarantine until last week, and then Gina Raimondo, the governor for Rhode Island, said, yeah, there's no need because nobody's coming in from New York anymore, basically. They were all, like, running away from, like, people from, like, Long Island, New York City area, Westchester County. They were running away from this whole thing and coming over to, like, Rhode Island to get like healthcare and stuff into like southeastern Mass, but that's kind of like evaporated now since like everything in the Northeast is kind of dropped. But besides Maine, I think Maine still got a 14-day quarantine as they've gone up with cases lately. I don't know why. I don't think they've been testing like a bunch or so. Alright, so we're going to get to the final question here, everyone. It's going into overtime, Dakota's got out. So, man, what a game. Wow. Alright, so the final answer was 1076. 1,076 career assists by Bobby Hurley throughout his career for the Duke Blue Devils. So, it looks like we have a three-way tie here for perfect score winners tonight. So, congratulations goes out for the final college basketball trivia as of right now. For Kevin Bradley and Vegas Vix, congratulations. They're all perfect 30 out of 30s tonight. So you guys got every single answer correct here. So congratulations. Vaughn came in second. He got 27 out of the 30 correct there for points. He only got one question wrong. And then Harry got third place, 25 out of the 30. And then Lex came in, she finished in last tonight, but she got 13.5 out of 30 points. But thanks so much everybody for playing here. And she was on and off basically. She missed you missed like a lot of questions here, but that's actually not bad for your point total considering that you were on and off, that she was able to get a good amount of them correct. So thank you all so much for stopping by. You guys indeed killed it tonight here, everyone. I do plan on being back tomorrow night, NBA trivia tomorrow night, so feel free to stop by here, everyone. But yeah, what a great way to end it here before the month of June for everyone. Indeed, as Kevin puts it out here, last college hoops trivia before the break. I appreciate it, my man. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and hopefully this month of June, we're going right into starting on Monday. Hopefully this is going to be a good month for everybody here. Hopefully June into July. I hope to do like more sports streams for everybody. I'm planning on doing 3 NASCAR events probably in the 3 Sundays or so. Not this Sunday, but 3 Sundays following that. I think it's the Atlanta race, Homestead, Miami, and then Talladega. I plan on doing those, and then hopefully we have more sports back. NBA will probably have like a bigger picture when they come back. It's looking more like probably late July when they come back playing at Disney World at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. But thank you all so much for stopping by. Before you sign off, smash the like button down below. And thank you all so much here for joining me once again. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by, Lex. I appreciate it. Awesome. So Lex's sister, happy birthday out to her sister. It's going to be her birthday tomorrow. That's great. Hopefully there's nice weather outside. It's awesome that it's on a Saturday. That's great. Yeah, I really do hope so, Vegas Vix. It's looking likely here. Very, very likely that the NBA will return. They're just sorting out now kind of like their playoff bracket, what they're going to want to do for a tournament. If they're going to do a 22-team play-in tournament from seeds 17 to 22, or if they're going to do a 20-team play-in tournament. So they're just trying to figure out like what they want to do as far as their tournament. It would be the entire NBA teams. They wouldn't split it up into Eastern and Western Conference most likely for this year. They would just do the straight standings there with how all the teams go by the standings. Most likely that's what's going to happen. But if that does happen, say on Thursday or so, if it happens on the weekend, I'll be away from my computer, so I wouldn't be able to put any info on it. But hopefully if there's some info like during like the weekday or so this week, hopefully I'll be able to get it out to you guys as what's going on with that information for everyone. But yeah, hopefully sports will return ASAP here with more sports. I don't know what's going on with Major League Baseball. I really don't. These players don't even want to play. They don't want to take a pay cut to play. This was Major League Baseball's golden opportunity to play this year. Like, they had a golden opportunity right out in front of them to start playing games out, like, as early as May. And then, it's not happening now. Not happening because, NASCAR has just taken that over, and Major League Baseball doesn't want to do that. And they just keep on waiting and waiting and waiting, and there might not even be a season. Like, minor league baseball is cutting their players right now, not looking good. Not looking good for Major League Baseball, but NHL, they're going to be back like 99.9%. And then NBA looking likely as well that they will be back. IndyCar coming back next Saturday. They have a night race at Texas. So, things starting to come back. Serie A Premier League just came back. It was announced yesterday, and so yeah, hopefully we'll have some sports for you guys very, very soon. Thank you all so much here for everybody for stopping by here. Hey, I appreciate my man Bradley. Thanks so much, man, for stopping by here, bud. He'll be back tomorrow. I appreciate it, man, and indeed, everybody stay safe and healthy, and enjoy the rest of your night here, everybody, and this Friday night here, everyone. And Vegas Vix will stay covered, NBA stuff, and he'll let me know as well. I appreciate my man. Alright, gonna sign off here. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. And enjoy the rest of your Friday night.